It's the first NFL game ever, and I'm blessed to be back with a group of guys that I trained with in the off season, and it's an incredible feeling. I got a lot of special people in the stands today, so it's a great way to start, and I just want to keep the ball rolling.
Was this moment everything you envisioned it would be?
Absolutely. And, that's the nice thing about showing up to the stadium, getting to just sit on the sideline, take everything in, and it's just another game, so excited.
Nervous?
I mean, of course, it's like I'd be lying if I said I wasn't, but just got to trust the process and trust my training over the past 15 years of kicking. So,
Did you feel like as the game progressed that it might come down to you needing to make it?
Oh, absolutely. Every play you kind of see like what kind of situations could come up. Like, are they going to go for two if they score here, or just anything like that. But we're prepared for that. We go over those situations every week.
Who do you have here today?
I've got my wife, my 1-year-old, and my parents, and I had one of my groomsmen from Seattle flew in, so that was really cool.
What does it mean that all the points that they scored today, you guys scored today, came from your foot?
I mean, they didn't just come from my foot. They came from the whole team. Sam Darnold and the offense did a good job getting us downfield enough to get us in field goal range, and had a great operation this week with Ryan and Jake, and we just executed when we were called on.
To say about you guys and your resilience?
We don't care about what's going on in the game. We just know we're on defense. We got to put the fire out. So had a lot of guys just understanding. Look, we had to go change the game. Offense, they getting the ball moving, but at the same time, we know that they're good defense over there too. So we know how to pick up the slack in that aspect, and it ain't no problem with us. We just feed off each other and go put the fire out, man. We're gonna keep playing.
Was there a point at which you guys started to just like turn up the heat? You feel like
You said turn up or turn off?
turn up?
I feel like we had to heat up all day, just because no matter what, whether offense did something or it was a turnover, whatever the case may be, we came back and was ready to play ball. And I feel like at any given time we can go make a game-changing play. So everybody had that same mentality going on the field too. So it just made it more easier to be able to go onto the field with better mindset of it being like, oh, okay, offense doing this, all of that. Like I've been in places like that where it's this and that. We didn't care about it. We said, look, all right, let's go put a fire out. Let's go get another op. So
What was it like having Blake back?
it was great. Cash, like I say, he keeps everybody calm on defense. I'm glad that he came back and actually balled out. Didn't just be there. He made some crazy plays, and excited to see how much he's still going to keep building into this defense.
JG, you talked a lot about stopping the run last week. What does it mean to hold another team under 100 yards?
Yeah, that was the main thing. Like we knew that they were going to chip a lot. They had backup tackle or whatever, and second-year tackle, so we knew that they weren't going to just let us tee off on their tackles and their quarterback. So we knew they're going to have chippers. But we said, listen, if they're going to be chipping us all game, we got to affect first and second down and stopping that run. So, when we had those opportunities to get TFLs, I feel like we did that.
You didn't allow him in the end zone last game. What was it like just only allowing one today?
Yeah, shouldn't have happened anyways. But we'll take that on the chin. But at the same time, we definitely every game we're trying to go out there and make sure we put out a shutout. We understand they get paid too. They make plays. So hats off to them to having a good game plan, obviously up front in the beginning part. But like I said, we didn't care. We just kept playing our style of ball, and they came to us to get a dub.
Appreciate you, JG. The celebration. Can you
Yes.
talk us about it?
Yes.
Tell us about it.
So if anybody watched the Olympics,
Yeah.
Australian breakdancer Ray Gunn, I'm a big fan. She went out there and had fun, and that's what I do on the field. So I've been saving for that, and it's been a while since I've had a celly, so I was like, I gotta go crazy with this one. I wish I had a little more time, but I would have done the whole dance. But trust me, I got another one coming.
How long did you practice that?
It's been a few weeks. It's not that, I can clown like she did, so it was a fun celebration. It didn't take too much effort like the Usher one.
How many do you keep in your pocket? You never know how many.
Oh, I know. I got at least 3 ready every game, just in case I get a 3-turnover game. So I have to use them wisely. But trust me, I got a few more in the bank.
When you look at the box score, so you guys held them to under 200 total yards. What does that say
Right.
about this defense?
We're playing how we're supposed to play. I think the last few weeks when we didn't play up to our standard, we found exactly what we needed to do. And us on defense, we take pride in being able to win games, and that's what we were able to do today. But I feel like it felt normal to us holding them to this. It didn't feel like we did anything out of the ordinary. We just played up to our standard, played with the details, and we saw the result of that.
At one point, Jacksonville was up in the turnover margin 3-0. What was it like for you guys to hunt those takeaways and even it up at 3?
It really came competition between the two defenses. That's what we were saying in the huddle. I walked up to Josh and I was like, their secondary is playing better than we are. And we didn't obviously give anything up crazy, but they had turnovers and they were making plays. So we were like, they're better than us right now. What are we going to do about it? So After that moment, we were able to go get those turnovers and even it out, and that's a big margin or a big thing about winning games, the big stat for that, the turnover margin. So it was fun to be able to go out there and even it back up.
A lot of fans said the game was kind of wacky. Did it feel as wacky as it kind of looked like?
To watch it was probably wacky, but on defense, we're loving that. The fact that we were playing well, kind of like that Raiders game last year when it was 3-0 final score. But our defense, we love that, being able to force them 3 and outs, get turnovers in the second half. It was a fun game. So for us on defense, I'm sure we had a lot more fun than it was to watch.
What was it like to have Cashman back?
Yeah, you see the big difference he made. Should have had 2 sacks, but they took one away with the face mask. But just having a leader out there on the field and a veteran, and just having somebody like that, we have more playmakers on the field. And I know every single person in this locker room is capable on the defense, but having Cash back specifically, he's helped the game a lot.
Cam, you got a lot of your picks in the fourth quarter. What is about those moments that let you shine?
Yeah, Mamba mentality, just staying locked in the whole game. I know that the role I have on the team is really more in the pass game, playing the deep part of the field. So I know when we're up and we force teams to have to throw the ball, I know that's my opportunity every single week. And I have that written down in my notebook every week, my opportunities to get picks. And they're always in passing situations just because I know whenever the ball's in the air, I expect myself to come down with at least one every week. And really coming out the games, if I don't have an interception or a turnover, it feels like a disappointment for me. And that's my standard for myself. So being able to do that in the fourth quarter is always most enjoyable because you want to have. It's fun to watch, and I want to entertain people, and I want to have fun myself.
Another game, another interception. What is it about this defense that's allowing you guys to excel?
Man, like I said before, I feel like everyone's just doing their job, letting the plays come to us. But I feel like, anybody can make a play at any certain time on this defense. And, when your book comes, your opportunity comes, you got to take advantage. And we made a great call versus that route they gave us, and I just made the play. So just thankful for the guys up front putting a little bit of pressure on them to get that ball out fast.
What does it mean to have a victory like this, a gritty one, where everything wasn't necessarily pretty yet you guys still came out on top?
That's the best one. We go out there and you got to work for it. That's just a defensive mindset. Whatever situation we're in, we're going to go out there, get a stop and make plays. So those type of games just shows, what type of team we are. We just got dogs that's really, ready to go to the finish line.
You guys held Mac Jones to under 120 yards passing. How?
Sure. I feel like I said before, everyone's just doing their job. We came in, we didn't know which quarterback would play, but obviously we don't care. We're just going to work. But obviously we knew Mac Jones was going to come in, try to get the ball out, kind of started getting the ball out, making some plays. But we knew eventually when he had to force him to throw the ball downfield, we're going to go eat. So that's exactly what the mindset was, go eat. Yes, sir.
Byron, you've been spending some time with the judge machine since we last talked?
I got to. I dropped some right now. I should be up a little bit more, but the jug machine definitely helping. We're going to keep that every day at practice for sure.
What's it like for you guys hunting these takeaways? You guys were down 3-0 in the turnover margin, and then you guys caught back up 3 ending this game.
Just the mindset at halftime, come back, and someone got to we have to make a play. Somebody's stripping the ball out, getting a pick, but somebody on the defense had to make a play. And we were just talking about on the sideline, even going on the field, someone go make that play. We didn't know who it was. Obviously, one of them happened to be me, and I just had to make a play for the team. It felt good, and obviously, BZ came behind me and got another one. So it's just a good feeling when we all just eat together.
When we face adversity, and we're going to learn from our mistakes, and we'll bounce back and continue to play at a high level.
How did it feel for you personally to be back out there?
I felt great. We say whenever we get a new guy in the locker room or a guy that has been injured that's returning back to play, we always say welcome back to the party. So it felt good to be joining the party and to have the defensive performance like we had, which I think it took all 11 of us out there. Again, I'm really proud of the guys, and when we were making plays and it's coming from the D-line, the linebacker, the secondary, there's so much genuine joy for each other to make plays. So I'm glad I was able to get healthy and get out there.
Battle your way back through your injury.
When you have all the faith in each other, all the trust in the world, and the guys in this locker room with our coaching staff, was just like, when I can get healthy there and experience the fun of making plays, playing total defense. was awesome, and looking forward to many more exciting games with high level of football.
Blake, can you walk us through the pressure on Cam's fifth?
Yeah, so we actually, those were some adjustments we made at halftime, bringing some pressure, some sims, and we got a look we liked. And I looked at JG. We ran a little game that we work all the time in practice, and we've had a lot of success this year. Was able to kind of time it up perfectly. JG executed, kind of came free, and was able to get a piece on Mac Jones as he was releasing the ball. And as I looked back and I saw the ball in the air and Cam was out in front, I'm like, Beezy's picking that off. And I think I might have turned around before the ball was even caught and started celebrating. That's how much trust I have in my guys. But I love seeing everybody execute at a high level and make plays. It's what makes this defense, this team so much fun to play for.
For you, what type of beating does your body go through playing running back in the National Football League? Because I feel like people don't understand how hard it is.
It's definitely hard, especially when you're like a little undersized. But hey, that's what this is for right here. They can't measure that. You know what you signed up for, so you know it's gonna be a little rough. You're gonna get beat up a little bit, but at the end of the day, these guys are relying on me, and so that's why I wanted to be back out there on that field with those guys.
How do you feel right now after leaving the field on an injury, on the cart, and coming back and playing?
A little sore, but mentality is everything. I feel strong, I feel like a lot of people would have just checked out, but like I said, it's about these guys in this locker room, and that's why I went back out there.
What does it mean to get a victory like today? Not pretty offensively, yet you guys still pulled it out.
It feels good. Any means necessary. You never know how it's going to play out in the 60 minutes, but our defense came to play, our special teams, and I feel like on offense we just didn't finish drives. We moved the ball up and down the field all day. We just got to finish, and I feel like we'll get things straight. But our defense definitely carried us.
How frustrating was it that you guys weren't able to finish some of those drives?
I wouldn't necessarily say frustrating because we moved the ball. We know exactly where we went wrong or what the mistake was. So it wasn't more so frustrating. And we don't want to get frustrated on the sideline because then that brings everybody's energy down. We just echo on the sideline, hey, one play at a time, forget that last play. Let's come out and learn from it and pick it up from there. So I think we stayed consistent. You didn't see anybody, no flinch. You didn't see anybody's heads go down on any side of the ball, and I think it worked out in our favor.
Did you say anything to Sam after some of those picks just to let him know you still had confidence in him?
I think it was after the last one. I just told him, I said, hey, we still here with you, baby. We got you. And he said, hey, we good. We all knew we was good.
Appreciate it.